you ask him if he has ab implants?
Yeah, he said it was a joke. He said he doesn't have them. He's fucking jacked. Says he's clean too. I asked him about steroids.
Not true.
Well, the podcast comes out on Birdcast. Everyone check it out.
I'll tell you that right now. Test that guy.
It started with raw meat. Uncooked liver, blood-soaked meals, and a grunting man named Liver King screaming about ancestral living. In just months, he became one of the most polarizing viral fitness figures in internet history. But what happens when a brand built on primal honesty turns out to be completely fake?
My intestines are shattered. I do enemas every day to take a shit. I have to lay down on the ground with the fetal position with my legs to the left to actually go to the bathroom.
What happens when the king is exposed as a fraud? Not by the media, but by a YouTuber with receipts.
I don't allow big companies to bully. I'm fighting against bullying.
My name's Blow Slogan, yo. I'm a big bully and I'm untouchable. I can do whatever I want, that's right.
Today, we're diving into the shocking rise and public obliteration of Liver King, and why his story is still getting worse. Before the scandals, before the Netflix documentaries, there was just a man with a dream, or maybe a marketing strategy. Brian Johnson, known to the world as Liver King, exploded onto TikTok and Instagram in 2021. His videos were raw, loud, and unapologetically bizarre. He preached the 9 ancestral tenets, a philosophy claiming we've lost touch with our primal roots. And the answer? Eat like a caveman, literally. His diet was made of raw liver, bone marrow, and bull testicles. He was jacked, loud, and wildly entertaining. For many, he became a meme. For others, he was a guru. And behind the scenes, he was building a supplement empire worth millions. But beneath the primal facade was a growing suspicion. No one gets that shredded, especially at his age, just by eating liver. Then came the video that would blow the whole empire wide open.
I don't know. I think most people could see through it, but at the same time, he would... Like, there was a lot of big names that even reached out to me after the video came out, and they were like, you know, I didn't think he was natural, but this guy literally right to my face would say, like, blatantly, I am natural.
In December 2022, a fitness YouTuber known as More Plates, More Dates released a bombshell expose. It wasn't speculation, it was proof. Leaked emails, receipts, and dosage logs revealed Liver King was on over $11,000 a month in anabolic steroids. Growth hormone, testosterone, insulin, everything he claimed to avoid. The internet erupted. Within hours, Liver King's carefully crafted myth collapsed under the weight of cold clinical evidence. Liver King responded with an apology video. He sat shirtless, muscles still bulging, and admitted to everything. He said he did it to help people struggling with depression. He claimed he was just trying to inspire others, but the internet wasn't having it. For someone who built a brand on transparency and ancestral truth, the hypocrisy hit hard. His audience, million strong, suddenly felt betrayed.
Because somebody might say like, oh, he lied, that kind of shit, and like you've come clean on that, that doesn't discount anything else that's happened before that. It doesn't discount a single fucking thing that you've taught prior to that. What are you going to say? You call a snake oil salesman, sunlight is snake oil? Fucking cold therapy snake oil? What are we doing here? You think liver snake oil?
Even fans who once defended him now questioned everything. Was it ever real? Was the ancestral movement just a marketing gimmick? Then came Netflix. Rather than rebuilding his image with raw honesty, Liver King was featured in a Netflix doc that felt more like damage control than storytelling. YouTube creators tore it apart. Critics called it lazy, one-dimensional, and even manipulative. It tried to paint Liver King as misunderstood, a man caught in a whirlwind of fame. But the film avoided the hard questions. Why did he lie for so long? Who profited off the deception?
Piece of fucking shit that tried to make a movie and they called it the Untold Truth or something. What we should do to make him pay is boycott every fucking movie that he's ever made prior.
Why was the public being treated like they forgot everything? Instead of redemption, the Netflix appearance felt like spin, and viewers noticed. And if the steroid scandal wasn't enough, things took an even darker turn when Liver King started taking shots at none other than Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's not the enemy. McDonald's is the enemy. Crumble Cookie's the enemy.
Bro, just to be clear, is
is one of us.
He promotes health.
Liver.
Yes, absolutely.
cold,
Absolutely.
Fighting.
100%. Yeah.
And so how do you contract back? And especially when your wife and everyone else is like, why don't you go get him? Like, you know how to get him, you know?
Yeah.
Why? Because he's actually doing my job for me.
Bad idea. Rogan had previously questioned Liver King's authenticity on his podcast.
Says he's clean too. I asked him
Not
about
true.
steroids.
Not true.
Well, the podcast comes out on Birdcast. Everyone check it out.
I'll tell you that right now. Test that guy.
So Liver King clapped back, mocking Rogan's physique and credibility. But picking a fight with one of the most influential voices in podcasting only made things worse.
Some guy, he thought if you just put him in jail, have the Violent Crimes Division, have them come arrest him for a terroristic threat. And the whole time that terroristic threat you thought was a bomb or something inside that box was actually a present back for you and your mothership colleagues for having my wife and me in mothership that I've held on to for a while, just looking for the right time to give it to you.
Rogan didn't need to respond. The internet did it for him. Memes, call-outs, and takedowns flooded in. Fitness creators, health experts, and casual fans all united in ridicule. Liver King's credibility, already on life support, flatlined. It wasn't just public opinion that turned. Behind the scenes, his business empire started to crack. Brands distanced themselves. Podcasts pulled episodes. Supplement sales dipped. His Instagram comments became a war zone of mockery. And worse, Liver King doubled down, trying to reclaim his throne with louder videos, more primal screaming, and even riskier stunts. But it didn't work. The charm was gone. What once seemed bold now felt desperate, a parody of itself. Here's the brutal truth. Liver King didn't just lie, he became the very thing he preached against.
We evolved drinking blood more than what we call water today. This is barbarian water. It's delicious as fuck. So I think this is delicious as fuck. You're number one, and just pass it to like, you three get a share, and you can say no. And if that's the case, I want you to just pass it back and forth because you missed the opportunity of a lifetime.
He mocked modern society for being weak and dishonest, yet he built his fortune on deceit. He claimed raw organs could heal your soul, but it was synthetic drugs sculpting his body. And worst of all, he convinced people they could achieve his physique by eating liver and lifting heavy. That lie, wrapped in primal philosophy, wasn't just dangerous, it was deliberate.
Netflix did.
Yeah.
They didn't tell the truth.
Yeah.
And then after that movie came out where they didn't tell the truth, and then they show Blow's slogan over and over saying whatever he said, I'm picking a fight with a bully versus Liver King.
So where does this leave us? Can Liver King make a comeback? Is there a path to redemption for someone who lied so boldly and profited so greatly from it? Maybe. The internet has a short memory. But the legacy of Liver King's rise and fall is a lesson in modern influence. Charisma beats truth until truth punches back. In a world hungry for authenticity, Liver King served up a brand. And when the curtain dropped, all that remained was a man, a lie, and a legacy soaked in raw meat and regret.